today. From Soldier Field in Chicago.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy.
He's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Let's go.
And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Fields on first down.
Tight down. There you go.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Fields.
We got 3.
Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
65. Like 7. Here we go.
One play action. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for Mooney in last week's ball game. 6 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2 times. 3 down. Check pass.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
59. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff to Dillon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, Dillon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd down, Dillon trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Working from the gun, Rodgers caught by Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask.
Who told you to do that?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
On the handoff, this is Dillon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9. Rodgers going to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dillon. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Dillon out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the... And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Dillon, they tried the left side with him. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The offense on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and he powers his way up past the 30. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to John Ross. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight, guys, double tight.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. A nice little juke. Jukes by again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Here's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Montgomery back to the ground. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 and more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, here's Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Byron Pringle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers leaves to Dillon on the draw. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Rodgers.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. The Florida State product, Cam Akers, with a touchdown run. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Keelan Cole, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Teddy Bridgewater, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Rodgers.
This has to go down to one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On first down, Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Rosas' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On second down, Herbert. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And 2021 in the draft, the first tight end off the board, Florida's Kyle Pitts at number 4 to Atlanta. The first tight end taken in 2020 was this guy, Cole Kmet, number 43 overall. Really started to come on late last season. A good grab there for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Here we go.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
On 2nd down now, Dillon, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run with Dillon. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Dillon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. Again, that's Watkins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run a toss here with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
I got you. 58's the mic.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Runs through the contact. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields completes to Mooney on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Fields. And he fires one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. Dancing to his left. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics. Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. On play action, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. He's checking.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Flush to his right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Take 4.
Back to throw. Fields. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 40 now on second down. Fields. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, Fields.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not
Oh,
ready.
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Three down.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert three.
Again, it's Dillon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Dillon now off the option. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home for